Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of a replay between Cloud and Hasu here in the Xel'Naga Caverns. Gonna go ahead and get this started. Marines and Marauders all very low on hit points here, so these units will be forced to pull back. And finally, medevacs now being trained. However, enough damage has been dealt, and I think Hasu has a significant advantage at this point in time. And those medevacs will be relatively low on energy, and when you take into consideration, against another fight here, so Zealot's now trying to charge into this position here, and Ghost now taking some damage as well. Trying to turn around. Are we going to get some EMP shockwaves? No EMP shockwaves as those medevacs are not even there. However, a fresh army now moving out. Another feedback coming in. Another EMP shockwave. Nicely done, and all this Ghost needs to do is get us some sniper rounds and now start dealing some damage over here. Archon now trying to fight back over here. Zealot quickly taking down a Ghost. Another EMP shockwave, and now more Psystorm as Cloud walks through that Psystorm, taking a lot of damage once again. Another High Templar quickly getting taken down, and now those High Templar are just lambs to the slaughter so far. Both sides really need to be careful with those High Templars and with those Ghosts. However, I think Hasu, as soon as he's able to start getting more and more Colossi, will be able to have a strong advantage. We do see a fair number of Ghosts in play, and with those 5 Ghosts able to get off a lot of EMP shockwaves. However, after the second or third Ghost, and those Ghosts really do not deal all too much damage because EMP shockwave is a front-loaded damage towards shields only. You cannot kill a unit with pure EMP shockwave. You can get close against an Archon, but that is it. We now see a Colossus now and moving out once again. The Colossus does not have the extended thermal lance range just quite yet. Currently it now has it as this one unit now moves out, so trying to deal more and more damage. We do see that one Colossi now moving in over here. Are we going to get any Psystorm is the critical question, and the EMP shockwave getting onto that High Templar, so before that was able to get off any additional EMP shockwaves, and another EMP shockwave coming in. That one Zealot almost dead, as we now have another High Templar coming in to try to join in on this fight. So a new fresh Ghost getting another EMP shockwave into over here, but quickly getting torn down by the side blades of those Zealots. As this fight continues, a fair number of High Templars in the back of the base, ready to get some Psystorm off. However, you can see that Cloud has a very strong expansion over here with this planetary fortress, but he needs to do something else. His main base is nearly mined out. His natural expansion is nearly mined out, and unbeknownst to me, Cloud took another base over here. He doesn't even have full saturation, so his harvester count is sitting at 1,500 minerals so far as both sides continue to move out. We do see Cloud now trying to expand in multiple locations over here at the 3 and 9 o'clock position. As this fight now continues, Colossus able to deal a lot of damage. We do see a planetary fortress, and as a Protoss player, you should never be fighting next to a planetary fortress if you can ever at all help it. And that planetary fortress able to get off some damage, even though it didn't kill any units. Perhaps it softened them up for a Marauder concussive shell or the Marines Gauss rifle. We now see more of these units continue to move out, and another Psystorm dealing so much damage across all of those units once again, as the Colossus now trying to deal even more damage, and now in comes another scanner sweep. So we see mouzHasu has a smaller mineral army, but it has twice the size in terms of gas army, so all of those High Templar, those Colossi, will be able to easily do a lot of damage towards these Marauders and Marines. The Marines are upgraded 3-1, and now we finally see a Dark Shrine. So a Dark Shrine now joining the mix of this army, of this fight, and Dark Templars will be able to come in very quickly. One probe now trying to move out. We do see double pylons coming in over here. Those pylons quickly will be taken down by Cloud as Cloud now moves out with a couple of Marines, and now once again another High Templar coming in a position, and I believe this High Templar needs to be very careful. It may get taken down by SCVs, and now getting a quick Psystorm, and down it goes, but able to take down at least 3 SCVs before it goes. More Marines and Marauders once again on the move. We now see another command center, so Cloud now using planetary fortresses as his natural defense, and I'm thinking that this momentum is now just switching more and more towards Cloud. Cloud now sitting on a 6,700 mineral army compared to mouzHasu's 4,625, and now the gas army is starting to get closer and closer. Another High Templar getting quickly taken down over here, and now Cloud able to just defend multiple bases with planetary fortresses. I believe there are currently 3 planetary fortresses in play, so there are very minimal amount of locations where mouzHasu can choose to pick a fight and not be fighting next to a planetary fortress. We do see Hasu now quickly taking down that one building over here, and now gonna go ahead and warp in a Nexus. However, we do see a very large bio ball coming in, and in comes a Psystorm quickly getting taken down as those Marauders and Marines are able to see up onto that high ground. Another Psystorm now trying to come in as well. We do see a lot of gas sitting here and now taking down a lot of these gateways. So all these warp gates quickly getting taken down, and now perhaps going to try to deal damage towards the Templar Archives. Down, no, the Templar Archives, finally down it goes. So we should not see any more Psystorm coming in, except for the ones that are already currently in play, and more Psystorm finally coming in. We do see Cloud now trying to fight in this location here, taking down so many of the buildings. You got to remember that all these Marauders and Marines are upgraded 3-1. Colossi trying to finally come in and join in on this fight, just trying to slice through all these EMP Shockwave, missing the majority of these units, and now more High Templars coming in back over here. We do see a lot of units just trying to stim, trying to push in over here. Those High Templars unable to get off any Psystorm army-wise, both sides continuing to fight even. However, with these medevacs going down, it looks as though Cloud is now a little bit behind. Back over here, we do see Zealots just trying to run in here, trying to get as much damage as possible. There are a couple proxy pylons here. These will get cleaned up by Cloud in just a moment, as Colossi, Stalkers, and High Templars will be trying to do once again another push. We finally see Hasu taking an additional base over here and getting some more gateways, and also trying to get that Templar Archives replaced. He wants those Psystorms, and now in come these Colossi trying to get as much splash damage as possible. However, I'm able to win out on this fight, and now we finally see Vikings of Cloud. So the Vikings of Cloud may be able to shoot down those Colossi, as those Colossi normally would have had free range onto this planetary fortress. 9 range, better than 6 range, obviously. And now in comes some photon cannons. Those photon cannons will not finish warping in, as these Marines and Marauders now just going to be able to walk up this ramp. However, more units coming in from the backside over here. Another group of Psystorm across all of these Marauders and Marines, and in comes another fight here. More and more units, and now another EMP Shockwave. Another Psystorm just trying to make it so that Cloud is just constantly walking through that Psystorm, taking so much damage. One Colossus down to, 10 shields and 16 hit points as this fight continues. Cloud also getting a lot of natural defense, and now Cloud really winning with a 3,000 mineral army and now an 1850 gas army as well, as these Marauders and Marines trying to walk up this ramp. We do see one Psystorm coming in, and down goes 1 or 2 of those Vikings. However, the Marines and the Marauders will be able to just have their way with this base, as there are no more pylons, no way to warp in any additional units. So Hasu now will be confined to only mining off of 2 bases, one base, as he is not even able to do any only able to do long distance mining from this location. 2,600 mineral army versus 4,200. However, I believe those Marauders and Marines will soon be able to finish off this whole entire army here. So Colossus now moving out. Zealots on the ground. Zealots are upgraded 2-1. We see another Nexus currently warping to play. Marauders, Medevacs, and SCVs also coming into play once again. And now this probe was trying to do some long distance mining, will not be able to work as this fight continues. Marauders and Marines coming in and now trying to take down this Nexus. This Nexus may get shot down. However, this army ball will take a lot of damage before that Nexus does in fact get shot down. Zealots now with Zealot charge, however, not wanting to engage against any of those units once again. So both sides just continuing to play a game of chicken back and forth, trying to see who can make the first mistake. We do see a lot of medevacs now in the air, a lot of units on the ground. The Marines are upgraded 3-1, so they are able to deal, I believe, 24 damage towards a non-shielded, just natural armored Zealot with 1 armor upgrade. We do see more and more of these units trying to push through. Once again, another EMP Shockwave hitting all of those High Templars, and now more High Templar coming in once again, trying to get as much High Templar as possible. A lot of these units are now currently in the low hit point damage upgrade, and now mouzHasu tries to lay down another expansion, but unable to. Fight continues. Are we going to get another Psystorm is the key question here. Another Psystorm dealing a lot of damage. However, the Colossus was taken down, and now these Marauders and Marines, using that stim, just able to roll over the rest of the army. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Cloud and mouzHasu here in the Xel'Naga Caverns.